you're trapped at band 6 or 6.5 and can't hit band 7. In our last video, we discussed vocabulary traps. Now, we'll talk about another mistake students make. Have you ever been in a conversation with an English speaker and left them looking thoroughly confused? Have you ever finished an IELTS answer and felt like you spoke coherently, only to see the examiner looking like they didn't know what the heck you were talking about? As an examiner, I can tell you one of the most exhausting parts of my day wasn't the long hours or the endless exams. It was trying to follow the band 6 loop. This is when a student has really good English, but their ideas go in circles or don't actually go anywhere at all. Today, I'm going to show you how to bridge this coherence gap and organize your thoughts like a band 7 plus candidate. Look, the difference here is simple. A band 6 student uses the loop. They state a point, repeat it in different words, and then stop. Or they may try and load in lots of adjectives or add a list of things to their answer. They may throw idiom bombs because they think that is the way to get a band 7, but they aren't developing their answer. While they are producing language, they aren't actually saying anything communicative. A band 7 student, on the other hand, uses the latter, where every sentence climbs higher, adding new information and logical links. Each step builds on the one before it, adding new information and emotion or an example. They're all linked by theme and relevant to the question as well as the statement that comes before. When talking about coherence, a lot of band 6 students think it means saying firstly, secondly, and in conclusion every 30 seconds. If you overuse these, it feels so mechanical. Instead, try more natural sounding discourse markers. Instead of firstly, try the main reason is, or to start with. Instead of in conclusion, try so at the end of the day. It's all about using those transition phrases in a way that makes them natural and almost invisible. Using more natural discourse markers like these is about building a logical development to your answers and still sounding natural. In all honesty, if I have to work hard to understand your point, you aren't getting a band 7. For part 3, a technique I recommend to give you that ladder is the idea method. When you get those tough part 3 questions, don't panic. Just follow the steps. I, identify. Give me a direct, clear answer immediately. D, describe. Expand on that answer. Give it some color and context. E, explain the why. Tell me the reason behind your thoughts. And A, add an example. Give me a real-world scenario to prove your point. Before we see idea in action, remember to comment free for my free IELTS speaking self-assessment checklist. Also, all of my online classes have launched from self-study courses to small group intensive classes, so check out the video description for more info or click on the link to check out my class page. Let's look at a common part 3 question. Is social media a positive influence on society? Using the band 6 loop might be something like this. Yes, it's very good. It's good for people to talk to each other and share photos. It's positive because we stay connected. This just repeats the idea. Let's look at a band 7 idea method. For starters, I'd say it's a double-edged sword, but generally positive. It allows people from different cultures to interact in real time. This is because the digital barriers have dropped, making information more accessible than ever. For instance, during the pandemic, social media was the primary tool for families to stay connected. See the difference? The idea method takes the examiner on a journey from an abstract thought to a concrete example. It shows control. More importantly, it helps you structure your answer. We also use some more natural sounding discourse markers. Start practicing this with any Part 3 question you're studying. In the final part of this series, we're going to look at the perfectionist trap and how my 3S+1 method can keep your fluency from crashing. If you found this video helpful, like the video, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook for more English and IELTS tips. Until next time, happy studies.